we'll be going over the eyedropper tool in Illustrator. So, to access the eyedropper tool, I'm currently in the default workspace that Illustrator provides. The eyedropper tool is accessed by eye or going and navigating to the left toolbar and selecting what looks like an eyedropper. Now, what does this do? Well, you can select anything, and my region of interest here is on our color palette over here. So you can see that I have a stroke and no fill, or I have a stroke and no fill, or fill and no stroke. So I want you to think about an eyedropper almost as scientific. If we go onto Photoshop, an eyedropper is only there to select the pixel data or color of an object. But for Illustrator, I want you to think about the eyedropper tool as selecting the properties of an object. Now, hey, what does that mean? So if I select my black ellipse here, press I to access the eyedropper tool, and select this dashed ellipse, my black ellipse will now take the properties of the dashed ellipse and implement it into itself. Alrighty, this is this exact same thing for text. If I have this text here, and on the right you can see I have this nice bold italic, instead of going down here and scrolling to bold italic, what I can do is I can select my text and take the properties of the text box. So that's what I want you to think about this about. And you can see it's the same idea. If I'm able to take my featherless logo, I'm able to use the eyedropper tool to select the properties of my blue ellipse. I can also select the properties of this dashed ellipse to get a whole different effect. So, to increase the productivity of your workflow, so you don't have to navigate all through these different layers, dialog boxes, all these different options, the eyedropper tool takes the properties of things or shapes or text boxes on the artboard. It takes those properties and saves it onto your clipboard so that other selections that you already previously selected can take it. So again, black ellipse, we're not sampling the color only, we're sampling the properties. And that's the same thing. If I were to change this back to regular, and I wanted my text box over here to be regular text, I can sample the regular text box and it's going to take the properties.